What a day to be a Wheel of Time fan. We got the season 2 release date this morning at 9 a.m. sharp. That's right, the Wheel of Time season 2 is coming September 1st, 2023, which was what I predicted. So today we are going to break down all the news that we got this morning, which was kind of a lot. There are new images, we've got the date, there was a video from Josha, and I'm going to give it to you all really quickly so you can catch up and we can all be on the same page going forward, because the hype train is leaving the station. So as I said, the Wheel of Time account tweeted, posted on Instagram, everything, that The Great Hunt, which is the name of the second book, in case you're not familiar, begins September 1st. Hashtag the Wheel of Time. Never forget the hashtag. In the video was a brief clip, a tiny frame of this. This is the Old Tongue, and no, I don't read the Old Tongue, but I do have friends that do. This says, "The grave is no bar to my call," which book readers know is the inscription on the Horn of Valir, which plays a big role in book 2 of the Wheel of Time. I think now is a good time to set spoiler levels. We're going to go spoiler levels through book 2 of the Wheel of Time, and it's only going to be speculation about the show. I don't know anything for sure that's going to happen in the show, but if you want context, stick around. If you don't want to know anything that happens in the book, and you don't want to hear any predictions about the show, now's your time to leave. I love that they're calling out the title of the book here. We've got people who always complain that they don't follow the books well enough, but from everything that I've seen, I think we're going to get a relatively great adaptation of book 2. We've had a fade nailed to a door, for example. We've got the Shan-Chan. We've got the horn playing a prevalent role because Fane has already stolen it, which was in the books. So we're getting some book stuff, and Egwene gets captured. It looks like Nynaeve's going to have her accepted test. So we're going to have a lot of things. A lot of the big beats from The Great Hunt are going to be in the show. So I've got a lot of faith that even though this is another turning of the wheel, book readers are going to be very happy as long as they have an open mind. We also got a little video from Josha Stradowski, specifically calling out the efforts of one of Twitter of Time's OGs, every single day tweeting day 1, day 2, day 445, day 448 of me asking the Wheel of Time to announce the season 2 release date. Clearly, they heard the call because they directly addressed him with a video from Josha as follows.
And on day 449, you get your answer. There are neither beginnings nor endings to the turning of the Wheel of Time, but season 2 has a beginning. And that beginning is on September 1st. See you then.
That is our beautiful Rand. Congratulations to Default Rand for finally wearing them down and getting them to announce the season 2 release date, which again is September 1st. Now for the new images. We've got Moiraine in a super fancy noble woman's dress. We know from past promo and an article released from Entertainment Weekly today, I believe it was, that Moiraine is headed back to Cairhien this season. She is either shielded or stilled at this moment, so she could be looking into that and how to fix it. Cairhien also has a library, so she could be going there to do some research. Or maybe Rand's in Cairhien and she's trying to find him. We'll see. Either way, she looks very noble here, so we can assume she's going to assume the role of Lady Damodred when she gets back. Damodred being the noble house that she comes from. I just want to point out that this costume department, ooh, it does not miss. She's got her Aes Sedai ring on, so she's still putting herself out there as Aes Sedai, even if she's stilled, but I don't think she is. She's got her Kisiera on, and we've seen her do that in formal occasions. So again, I think she's doing the lady thing right now. And otherwise, I just love the styling of this dress. It looks like she might be in the foregate of Cairhien, which is kind of like the ramshackle part where the normal people live, because the rest of Cairhien is pretty ornate inside the walls. We also have Rand, who is concealing his identity with a sword on his back. I believe this is the fortress that we've seen a lot of Shan-Chan soldiers in previously in the sizzle reel, so this might be leading up to Rand's big sword fight at the end of The Great Hunt. I am hoping we're going to get a Rand sword fight. I am hoping we're going to get some Lan mentorship, some sword training, but only time will tell. If Rand is going to be facing a sword master, though, at the end of this season, he's gonna need a little training. Either way, he looks really pissed, so he might be there to rescue Egwene. Or he's just there to lay waste on the flaming Shan-Chan. Either way, totally legit. Another question I have from season 2 about Lan is whether him and Moiraine are going to stay together the entire time. The Entertainment Weekly article today says that Moiraine has lost her emotional relationship with Lan, so the question is, are they still bonded? Do they think they're no longer bonded? Will Lan go out to protect Nynaeve because they had a connection in season 1? Only time will tell. I will say that I believe this image is from Nynaeve's accepted test because he looks gallant AF and Mandarb did not come with them through the Way Gate. So either he's got a collection of beautiful black stallions throughout Randland, or this is make-believe. I think it's make-believe. We are bouncing all over the place here, but we've got the Seanchan, probably Suroth, either way, high blood, with Faris as the Dark One. We thought he was defeated in season 1, but here he is back. So crazy. And I guess since we're doing Great Hunt spoilers, I will say, obviously, we all know this is a Shamael, and he's presumably infiltrating the Seanchan here, which is not unheard of. Seanchan are not immune to Dark Friend / Forsaken influence. Next to Suroth is likely a voice. You can see the mouth is not covered up, so they might be doing the talking. The headdress sort of looks like a crescent moon, which is interesting because the daughter of the 9 moons we don't think is coming yet, but maybe she is. The material of it, it might be hair, you know, like a Princess Amidala thing, but also I think it kind of almost looks like feathers, so it could also have a Raven's connection. We'll have to see. And then finally, the headline of this photo is the fact that Loial is there with them. What is he doing? This does not happen in the books. My current prediction is that the Seanchan collects people with special skills, which is something that we saw in the books, and they found out that he's really good at sung wood, and so they collected him. I've also heard that he might be a Dakoval because he's got the same uniform as someone walking directly behind the High Blood Lady, and so the question is, why did they take him as a servant? What is happening here? Is he acting as a spy or is he more of a captive? We know the Seanchan trust people once they give their oaths until they don't have a reason to trust them anymore. And if an Ogier gives an oath, you better believe he's going to keep it. So if Loial gives an oath here, it's going to get real complicated real fast. We talked about Nynaeve and her accepted test a little bit earlier, but I think this is her pre-accepted test. I don't know if they're going to go full nude like they did in the books, and that's totally fine with me. Get her down to her shift, put her through the door frames, it's gonna be lit. I think this is pre-accepted test too, because I really hope they maintain the water pouring over the head, you have been washed clean between all of the archways, because that's just kind of poetic, and I love it. She looks terrified here, as she should be, so once she goes through those door frames, things are going to get real, and I think after that third one is when we're going to see Lan with his majestic horse, with his terrified look on his face, and it's going to be him begging her not to leave. Official prediction. You heard it here first. We also have Sad Matt. We've seen him looking like this before. Same outfit, same terrified, sad look on his face. I assume this is still him in captivity, pre-escape in the White Tower. There's a clip of Matt that I haven't seen yet where he's chiseling his way out of the cell, talking to Leandrin. Obviously not simultaneously, I wouldn't say, but eventually we have to assume he's going to escape the White Tower, but he looks too sad here to have escaped, unless the dagger is still affecting him. If the dagger's still affecting him, he might be sad wherever he goes. But I think he's got to get out of there, because I think he's got to get down to Fama, because I want him to blow the horn of Valier. Speaking of the White Tower, I think we have Egwene in the kitchens as a novice. We've got a white dress here. I bet that gray thing is just her apron, helping out like all novices do on their chores. She does not look pleased, but I wouldn't be pleased doing the dishes or taking water to an Aes Sedai or anything like that, so I totally understand where she's coming from. She left the innkeeper's daughter's life, and it looks like she's been landed right back into a similar situation here. I cannot wait, though, to see her in the White Tower, interacting with Elaine, interacting with the Aes Sedai, hopefully engaging with Varen, who we now know is Mira Sayal. It's gonna be so exciting. And then obviously, once the Seanchan take her, things are gonna go downhill pretty quick. And finally, we have Perrin looking kind of disheveled. We've got Aviendha looking like a total badass, and we have, it seems like Masema possibly dressed up in a Seanchan uniform. Are they infiltrating Falma? What are they doing? We know that Perrin gets captured at some point, so did Aviendha rescue him? Did Perrin rescue Aviendha from captivity? I don't know. Either way, they're together now, which is super exciting, and Aviendha is going to slay whoever is in her way, because look at the look on her face. And I think the look on Masema's face gives us a hint of things to come for him. I'm not going to keep you here any longer. This was supposed to be a quick breakdown, and I think I totally nailed it. If you want more in-depth discussion, the Wheel and Chill Show did a live stream just before this. It's an hour-long thing. We talk all about it. We get super hyped, so feel free to dip over there and check that out as well. Obviously, I'm also talking about it all over my social media channels, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, on my Discord. If you're not in my Discord, what are you doing? Get over there. Today's a happy day. Today's a really fun day. I'm super excited to be in the Wheel of Time fandom with all of you freaking out about this. We now have 99 days until season 2 is released. It wouldn't be right if I signed off without thanking my extremely generous patrons and members. Thank you all so much for everything you do for me. You are incredibly motivating. You're the absolute best. Keep doing what you're doing. Y'all are my fam. If you want to join this esteemed group of individuals, feel free to do so by becoming a member on YouTube or a patron on Patreon. That's going to be it for me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye! I believe that this is the fortress that a lot of the Shan-Chan shoulders... I believe that this is the fortress that a lot of Shan-Chan shoulder...